Good morning, Capricorn, and welcome to my channel, Joy to the World. I am your reader, Melissa Joy. So let me ask you, are any of you tired of this same old SHIZZ going on? Of searching for your healing, trying to find your niche in life, like where it really fits and people get you, not just use you? Like, how does that all come together? How do we get into this? And how do we get it into the now? Where's the now? And in the pre-shuffle, this is what is showing up. I kept showing these concepts and ideas that you're sitting on that are there, but maybe we would do more if we ask, how do we do this? How do we live this new life? How do we step into this thing that is about us and bless ourselves? Okay. That's a little baby sea turtle. Then listen to the water washing in the background. That means we are in the perfect environment for this. And thank God that old Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node is out of here. That is the Death Star. Just living in this perpetual ending of cycles and the karma and all that crap, because we've been ruled by Saturn. So if anybody's been stuck in the cycles, it has been us. And it's like we have to keep playing the record and keeping it going around. And we didn't even know that all we had to do is stop. Like, we could think we're forfeiting the game by putting down the racket and the tennis match is over, but if you're through playing games, put the racket down. You don't have to just stay on that court and stay in that one facet, that one note, that limited self. Fuck that, man. Talk about some juicy, delicious, divine coming on up here. Some freedom, some liberations, the ability to move about, to create. To let those snakes get tangled up on themselves. Let them get on out of here, because you're not having to get down low into the servitude, into the service, into the belly, into the slow, into all that crap. Can you tell I'm a little bit irritated? And if you wonder why the freaking vertigo is back, my head is spinning like crazy, and you know how challenging it is to try and drive, to try and sit up, to try and lay down, to try and move here, to try and do that, to want to eat, to look down, to edit videos, to post them, to do anything like that. And I'm like, really? I am done with all those old limitations and that crap. The like, responsibility comes with reward, not punishment and payment. And I'm just done. I'm done with that old Saturn. I'm done with this old, oh, well, let's grow the tree of life. Let's kill the tree. Then let's kill the person, hang them on the tree. And then we're going to put them in a cave and roll a stone over. And then eventually they'll come out new. Fuck that, man. Done with this old karma routine. And the glorifying of our modern era of, oh, this, you know, and this and that. And I'm not saying anything against any of it. Like, are we excited that it's so open to talk about our problems and go to therapy and talk about our therapist now? Or would we really rather rise above it and not be stuck in the muck and the mire? See, these systems, y'all, need food. When I've been going through this with my son and I was sitting there for 4 hours and they told me to hurry up and get there because I might miss it. Oh my God. I was watching how the system of poverty, the system of welfare, the system of mental health that they all talked about and got it open, it needs souls to feed on, friend. And if you're like me, I'm really tired of these things feeding on my soul. Big Daddy Saturn coming on in. Oh, these are my children. They just have to sit here and keep serving these systems and playing these songs and struggling and suffering and striving to come on out so then they can share the little nugget of wealth of information. That's too much of a price for me to pay. And it takes fucking forever. I am ready to rise up in my power. Look at this. To rise up in my power. You see that golden mane coming in? The light beginning to shine into the dark. The sun and Jupiter coming together and coming into our sign and casting all that out, because it's opening the door, opening the gateway, opening the pathway in your soul, in yourself, and for our world. Those freaking earwigs and the lies that we've heard and listened to, and we didn't know they were suggestions. We get so far off track. We do all the work and the effort for it to just stay the same. No. We have victory here on the horizon. Look at her shutting her eyes and getting into her senses and not following along with what we're supposed to be doing. I'm not feeding those systems anymore. This channel is about joy to the world. This magic, this beauty, this delight coming on in. What delights your heart and your soul? bringing that forward, and the courage to bring it forward, the strength and the power to bring it forward. Jupiter and the sun, Jupiter, the liberated one, the expansive one, the kind and the giving and the benevolent one, coming on in with the favorable one, the sun, the one that gives life to all things, causing your rising sign to be activated, because the rising sign gets us up and out of that. That is where we begin to spiral up, and we're not stuck in the dead end loop anymore, looping around and ha ha ha. It's funny in National Lampoons when he keeps going, look kids, Big Ben, look kids, Big Ben. And it just keeps you in that nervous entrapment. Fug that, man. That's what I ought to just title this one, Fug That Man, the healer of the ages. I'll step forward. I will. And I will tell you, and I will sing this new song. The song of being in your nature. This is the cosmic blue. All that has afforded us getting into our rising sign, being activated, and being who and what we are here for. We're here to enjoy our lives. We're here to experience this beautiful planet, not to keep going through problems, solving them and recovering them, and then feeding the system. Fug that, man. I'm really tired of the system feeding on me and feeding on my son. Oh my gosh, if you're a Capricorn sun, is it fed on your children? Has it fed on your relationships? It has to have a food source. I'm closing the book on that, the chapter on that, the cap on that. It's like, Saturn, you're not going to continue to come in and feed on my resources, my energy, my bank account, my children, my dreams, my delights, my desires, and continue to put me off saying, well, it's going to take a little time, it's going to take a little while, it's going to take no, I'm talking about instantaneous. I'm talking about right now, coming into the now, the spherical, the eternal. And that's why they are forming the Capricorn Connection channel. It is already formed. But these eggs, these new ideas, this new life is ready to hatch out. And into the light, and into delight from your heart and into your heart. Who? With, from, and for you. Coming unto you. And as you are experiencing and living this, it's like it creates a new environment in our world, because it's a new environment for you. It is in you, with you, and for you. And it serves you. It serves this delight. It is the form called creation. Getting past the perpetual death, the karma, and into creation, into the life. That's what this new plasmatic era is for. And it's not selfish. It's self-centered. As we get into the center of ourself, it begins to bring order to the chaos of our world. And who's going to refuse that? We could talk all day long and try and teach people and sit them down at a desk and give them rulers and give them grades and give them, classes and things or we can begin to tell the truth. We can live our truth, and it will tell. Remember, school, show and tell? Yeah, that's right. How about we show ourselves, we tell ourselves, we live it. We break these chains, these bondages. I do it right now. I break every chain and every bondage of Saturn. I break the rings of Saturn. We put the strong power, the strong arm of our truth and our faith to just stretch out those rings, the frozen hell that we've been in, and just dissipate it and break it out, that we remove all your power, Saturn, from over us, your dominion over us, which became domination, and us thinking, oh, we're being good, we're behaving, we're getting it, we're fine. No, fuck that. We are casting you out. You are not our limitation, and you are not our God, and you are not our guide, and you have not been our friend. And we are setting you out there beyond, and we're stepping into the truth of who we are, because Jupiter is the one that holds everything. And then and beyond, that there is room for you to grow and to experience. And this life can go at whatever speed and pace you have, because nothing's going to miss out. You're not going to miss it. It's going to facilitate more of your living and your being and your nature, causing it to glow up, to come to color, to come to life, to put oxygen in the blood so it's not that old anemic self anymore, dragging along and making it along so other people can revere your strength. Oh no, strong to the common man, but bled dry to the divine. No, through our struggle and our strife and our efforting, no more. I break the power of that permission, the old contracts, because the one who created the contract self-served the contract. So we smash that, we cut it, we sever it right now, and we put it beyond. And we open up into the truth, into delight, into the beauty and the power that is provided by life itself. By being the fullness, the full measure of who we are, the full satisfaction to the overflow. It doesn't spill, spoil, or waste. It only fertilizes, nourishes, neutralizes all the energy around us. And other people start to wake up and they're like, oh, look at that. Oh, okay, I can make it. I will make it. My dreams are important. Can all celebrate each other and love this life that we're having. We're here to enjoy it, not to work and to earn it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what we say. That's what we say. I'm ready for the show and tell. I'm ready for the truth to lead my life as opposed to my reality. The truth to trumpet and to overtake it. Step forward now, truth. For all of us here who are listening and hearing this message, without price, it's already been paid before we even got here. And that we walk forward in it boldly, courageously, confidently, and self-assured, loving and living this life that we are here to experience and to taste and to see and to sensationalize and to live in our common sense. That, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. That it just becomes a state of delight of the Earl of the Anointed, the Holy Spirit, the earth. It vibes with that. It's like, yes, please. Yes, please. That's what we are here for. All right. Bringing through some truth, y'all, erupting some cosmic power. Thank you, Capricorn. And if you like that and what happens when we join together at this channel, click that subscribe button. It's free as always. I'd love to have you here with me. And also you could touch, tap, tickle that like button, smash it, get it in there and get this YouTube to rise us up to the top, to bring in this power, because that's what we're about. Taking off these things like the gods who sat up in there in the Colosseum watching the man fight the lion and be devoured by it. Now just like wiping their mouths and going on with themselves. No, we are not here to support that old fuggery anymore. We are here to step into the enjoyment and the truth of who we are and enjoy our lives. So anyways, I appreciate you. You could leave your comments and your compliments down below. You could put that circle with the X in it or the line through it, like no more of the SHIZZ. All right, friends, I love you. We'll talk again soon. Bye.